Hey everyone, it's Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be starting you guys off with the Economic Times, showing 3 different articles right off the rip that talk about the crypto week at a glance. Portfolios deep in red as Bitcoin plunges below 18,000. We also have crypto's excruciating week as really traders for that next crisis and bracing for it as well. So we also have the 4 blockchain companies innovation over intervention is in the need of the hour. So a lot of very, very big FUD articles coming out here just recently, with the most recent Celsius network pausing all withdrawals and swap and really transfers between accounts. Acting in the interest of our community is our top priority. Our operations continue, and we will continue to share information with the community. So Celsius network is definitely the most talked about thing right now in crypto because of the huge delay that they are going to be giving on withdrawals, swaps, and transfers between accounts if they really ever give those back. I want to jump into, Terra Luna. We saw that price obviously drop basically 100%. And then we saw, UST from Terra as well drop about 99.34%. So 3 different failures in the crypto market that a lot of people were invested in, now really taking down the rest of the crypto market. And it's not just those 3 things that are taking it down, but they're definitely helped bringing it down very, very quickly and making us hit a very, very low price point when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum and really many other altcoins. So if we take a look back at Coinbase, we can see right now Bitcoin below 20K, Ethereum almost below 1,000. We also see many altcoins, like I said, down as well. But the last 24 hours, thankfully, has had a nice little recovery. Bitcoin back up above 19K is actually a positive, as we saw even drop below $18,000. If we look at the all-time on Coinbase alone, if we actually look at the last day or two, you can see that we dropped all the way down. Or let's look at the last week. Be a way to kind of find that low point of about $17,781. Bitcoin now at least kind of up about that $1,500-ish since then, but I think we are going to see, like I said, more pain before gain, unfortunately, with a lot of these cryptocurrencies because we've seen a ton of FUD in many articles across the space. You can see here this next one on CoinDesk, crypto market tumbles as Bitcoin breaks previous cycle highs. The Bitcoin's price fell well below that $19,783 mark, I should say, and then the all-time high actually notched in December 2017. That's something we have seen before is, lower lows and higher highs, but unfortunately, this is definitely a lower low than we're used to. If we take a look at Bitcoin and we go to the all-time chart, you can see that $19,713, it was $19,783 mark back in Bitcoin's chart. So if we take a look here, we go back to, like I said, that all-time, you can see that we actually had that that high not too long ago. And that's something we don't want to continue to see. Bitcoin basically backtrack to these lower lows and, finding really those old all-time high prices yet again. So let's take a look a little bit farther into the crypto markets articles and kind of read about what kind of FUD we're getting in this market and why we're going to continue to see more of it. So the first thing we're going to see here is, like I said, these articles all pretty much FUD, talking about the problems that crypto's having and the portfolios in deep red, which is definitely the case. So, facts are facts. They're going to continue to talk about it. Bitcoin briefly dropped below $17,800 as a sell-off accelerates. Here's what happened. So Bitcoin fell, like we said, about to that $17,749 mark, and Ethereum actually fell to about $897 on Saturday afternoon. As a sell-off in the crypto market accelerates, Bitcoin bounced back to around $18,955. Was just about after the 8 p.m. Eastern mark. So almost to that $19,000 mark, but just really, like I said, barely below it. Bitcoin also peaked at $68,789 in November. Much lower now is what we're seeing for the Bitcoin price. Like I said, 18,000 around that $19,000 mark now. But I want to jump into the top 5 coins to kind of take a look at with these prices being so low, because that's something we actually love to do on this channel is find those coins that have long-term value and dollar cost average in on those coins during these type of dips. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is some of these altcoins, because obviously Ethereum and Bitcoin, both very solid buys. I think they're going to be a long-term, asset that people really want to hold on to for more than just, 4 or 5 years. I think it's going to be like I said, a very long-term asset class crypto in general, and then Ethereum and Bitcoin are going to be leading the charge for quite some time. But the first really altcoin that comes to mind when it comes to altcoins is Cardano. So we're down about 0.9% in the last 24 hours at about 46 cents. This is going to be a big pickup. I think we're going to be able to continue to see Cardano, like I said, continue to bring that passive income to its users. And I think a lot of people love to continue to stake, like I said, the Cardano ADA at 46 cents, because 46 cents is not the lowest price point we've seen. We actually saw it drop down to 42 cents June 18th. But if we look at the all-time for Cardano, it's been a while since we've been this low. It's actually was back in February of last year at the very least. I think it was actually even January. It's January of last year before this huge pump. So Cardano is down to a price point that's going to give a lot of people an opportunity to earn a ton of money on Cardano like they did last year or the previous years before that. So Cardano, definitely a nice coin to look into, maybe a pickup if you are looking to dollar cost average in. Do remember, guys, though, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before getting involved or invested in crypto. But we have another coin to look into, and that's going to be Solana. So Solana is one I've kind of mentioned as kind of a backup or a replacement to Cardano. I think realistically, Cardano is going to do actually better than Solana when it comes to price action in this next couple of years, or maybe even a next bull market. The only thing that I do like about Solana when it comes to Solana is the network itself. Unfortunately, that network's been down quite a bit, and because of that, people can't really trust it. However, with upgrades, with all this time we're going to get in this bear market to actually upgrade Solana and make it even better, I think Solana will have a comeback. And you can see right now, all-time wise, we're still up 2,334%. And in the last year, we're only down 10%, which is crazy because a lot of other coins are down so much more. However, its big push that we saw this year pretty much erased. And I say this year, but really in this past 1 year span, it was back in November 5th, 8 p.m., we saw the $260 mark for Solana, now down to $31.74. Market cap down to $11 billion. Definitely a pickup, in my opinion. I want to jump into a coin that I've talked about on this channel quite a bit. It's definitely one of my favorites out there. It's going to be Chainlink. So down to $6.25 right now. Actually $6.26 now, up 7 to 8% in the last day alone. People are trying to buy and scoop this one up every time it drops below that $6 mark because it makes perfect sense to invest in a coin that has a very bright future. Chainlink Oracle solutions are continuing to be used worldwide. And we've also seen so many partnerships in the last year alone. And the biggest thing to come is going to be Chainlink staking, CCIP. We have so much great things kind of on their roadmap that they most recently kind of released. We've done individual Chainlink videos, so if you want to look at those and kind of understand a little bit farther what I'm talking about, you can do so exactly in the channel below. So Crypto Profit, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn notifications on so you can stay up to date with all things crypto. But I want to jump into two more coins before we talk a little bit more about the crypto market in general. So one coin that we really want to take a look at is going to be called Polygon. Polygon's actually one of those really kind of supporter coins. When it comes to the Ethereum network, it does need some support in many ways because really the scaling solutions aren't there yet. We have a lot of things that Ethereum's trying to work on and improve that Polygon just continues to help provide for. So Polygon Matic is an Ethereum token that powers the Polygon network, a scaling solution for Ethereum. Polygon actually aims to provide faster and cheaper transactions on the Ethereum using layer 2 sidechains, which are blockchains that run alongside the Ethereum main chain. So you can understand what Polygon really does. We've talked about Polygon, by the way, in many individual videos in the past as well. So you can learn a little bit more about the kind of workings or the inner workings of Polygon and how they actually connect with Ethereum. But the big thing to note here is we had an all-time high of about $2.73 back in December 27th, which was only about 6 months ago. Now we're seeing a 35-cent price point, about a 74 to 75% decrease in the last year, which is absolutely massive, going to give you a huge opportunity to dollar cost average in. If we jump back, there's going to be one more coin to take a look at today. That's going to be, in my opinion, a fairly obvious one. There has been a lot of FUD around Tron recently. I'm not a big fan of Tron, I will say. I'm not going to jump into that one today, but Polkadot is one that I will. Polkadot's actually had a lot going on for it, and for it to actually be down to a $7.15 price point, I think that's really crazy because realistically, this is a coin that's going to bounce back almost as hard as Chainlink will bounce back in the next bull run. It may be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. We don't know when the next bull run may be. Actually, maybe even only a year or two, but realistically, Polkadot's going to be very well fed because we have a 5.44% increase in the last 24 hours. But if you take a look at the last year, about a 65% decrease. So it's going to give you that low $7 price point when its all-time high was previously around $55 in November of last year. So another market cap around $7 billion and another coin that's definitely worth looking into. So those are 5 coins worth looking into. Do your own research. But if you are interested in any of these coins, I would not suggest throwing kind of a bulk amount of money in. I know the market's looking really, really good, and I'm probably would do fairly well. However, we don't know that. I would dollar cost average in. There may be more dips that you want to take advantage of. And if you throw a lump sum in there, you may not be able to take advantage of all of the future dips as well. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. See you guys all in the next one.